Happy Monday. Start of a brand new week. How is everybody? Hello, hi. Very nice to see you. Hi, hello Angela, hi Claire. Hi Angie. Brilliant. No, so nice to see you too. Thank you Maxine. Hi. How's everyone doing? All right, made it through the weekend. Start of another week. Start of a good week, hopefully. A bit more freedom. Yay! Beautiful day down here in the West Country. Got the sun coming in. It started off a bit grey, but actually it's really trying now, which is good. Good to see it. So let's get our friends on Facebook. Let's see. Hopefully this will all work. Back here in my bedroom today because it's Makeup Monday. Hi Facebook, hi YouTube. Hope everybody is doing well. I was just saying to our friends on Instagram here that it is getting into a sunny day down here on the West Country. It's started off a bit grey, but yeah, it's improving. And today, we're getting a bit of freedom back. Everyone feeling good. So I am back here in my bedroom for some makeup for Makeup Monday, and I am hopefully going to be sharing the screen on Instagram, and you'll be able to hear her on Facebook and YouTube with one of my favourite people, the lovely Hannah Martin. Now, for those of you who don't know, Hannah has been a makeup artist for a long time, and she is just great. And I'm not going to embarrass her here by having her here with me while I say this, but she's really, really top. She's doing stuff on Channel 5. She's a royal makeup artist. So if you've been watching any royal weddings, then you will have seen her handiwork, but she's far too discreet to talk about it. I hope you can hear me on Facebook. Evelyn says she can't hear me, so I'm just going to make sure that this is all turned up nicely. Anybody else can't hear me? There we go. Hopefully that is all turned up nicely. Let me know if that's all okay. Now I have got Lainey, who is monitoring Facebook and putting all the links in. There's no sound. Okay, I wonder why there's no sound. Why would there be no sound? What I'm going to do is I have a little microphone here. Excuse me. Okay, so is that better? Is there sound now? Excuse me, everybody on Instagram, bear with. How about that? All better now? Yeah? All good? Good? Thumbs up? Excellent. So you missed the crucial bit about what I was saying about my guest today. So I'm going to be joined by Hannah Martin, amazing young makeup artist and also a really good friend of mine. And you may have seen her on Channel 5, and she is just doing so much good stuff. She's got a lovely Instagram if you want to follow her on that. She is a royal makeup artist. She's far too discreet to talk about it, and I won't embarrass her by asking her about it here. But she's done the royal weddings. So if you admired all those beautiful brides, then that's Hannah's handiwork, and she's just great. And she's going to be talking through some of the lovely things that she talks about in my magazine. So Hannah's actually been a contributor to Earle Wellbeing for a while now. So you may be familiar with her columns here, Backstage Beauty, with Hannah Martin. Oh, you bought Lily's mask, did you, Julie? Well done. Oh my goodness. I look forward to hearing how you've got on with it, or how you get on, because you see the results really after a few weeks. You'll start to see a difference in your skin. So, right, so let me just check. So as I said, Lainey is in the house with Facebook. So the things that we talk about, hopefully she'll be able to put links up to. Obviously, we can't link for Instagram. So for those of you who are new, and I can see I've got lots of new followers here, warm welcome if this is the first time that you're watching me here on Instagram. I do my lives here on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays with different themes. Very often on a Monday, it's Makeup Monday or Makeover Monday when I'm joined by a special guest. Now, we can't put direct links on Instagram, but if you go to my bio, you'll see a little line of blue type that says Linktree. And if you click on that, we have already populated it with all sorts of links for the things that we're going to talk about today. But worst case, just go to lizarwellbeing.com And it's all there. Just look up Liz Loves, or you'll find links to podcasts and all of those things. Oh, Abigail says, I've been making your beauty bars today using the Haskapa powder. Brilliant. Really good. It's bright pink and tastes amazing. What a great idea. Thanks for sharing that, Abigail. Anybody else use the Haskapa powder, the berry powder, to add into like brownies and flapjacks and, you know, beauty bars and beauty bombs, all of that? Lovely, love it. I'm going to be doing that myself. So thank you. That's what I love about sharing. Just before I get into makeup. So Sue says that she got her Life Code GX results over the weekend, and she also doesn't have the glutathione processing gene. That was the issue that I had too. I am going to be doing a live on Wednesday, Wellbeing Wednesday, with the founder of Life Code GX, with Emma Bezic. So do please take a listen to that if you're interested in the whole nutrigenomic thing. And yes, we have got a code with a really good glutathione company. Let me just check it out. They're called Youth and Earth. Okay, youthandearth.com. 20% off using Liz Loves. The usual, all capitals, all one word. And they have got very good liposomal glutathione for anybody who wants. So that's what I've been using. They've got a mango one, which I give my kids because they also don't have glutathione. So anyway, I'm going to do a whole live on glutathione because it's a fascinating area. But now, stop distracting me. This is Makeover Monday. So we're going to get into makeup, and Hannah Martin Makeup, as though she is online. Can we get her to join? Is Hannah there? It's always a nerve-wracking moment, isn't it? I have kicked everybody off the Wi-Fi. I've said, hi, darling. I hope you can hear me.
Are you fine?
Are you there? Hello. Because the first time we tried this was back in the day when I started doing lives last year, and it didn't work.
I know, it's so annoying. How's everything today?
Yeah, everything seems good. I had an issue with my sound with Facebook, and actually I can hear a bit of feedback. Can you hear that? I wonder.
Can you?
You're not listening to me on speakers, are you, or anything?
No.
Are you on your phone?
How's that? Yeah.
You are on your phone.
I've just turned it down a touch.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Everybody hearing okay? Yeah, we've got lots of hearts and.
Hello, my love.
Sounds good. Where are you, darling? You at home?
Yeah, I've just done that frantic office swap. Simon, get out!
Oh, my turn. I need the Wi-Fi. Get off.
You know what it's like.
I do know what it's like. And your young ones, how old are they now?
So Bear's 8 and Bo is 3 now.
Can't believe it. They just grow. They grow so fast, don't they?
That miracle babe is 3. Gosh.
Oh, your miracle babe. And have you been homeschooling?
Yeah. Which has been interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
I'm delighted that Bear is back at school.
Yeah, me too. Do you know, there is a tiny bit of an echo. So I think what we might do is, do you want to hang up and I'll readmit you?
Yeah,
I think we might get a better connection. Yeah, I'll see you in a mo.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good. It's always, do you know, I think it's always when we do a split screen because we have to share the good old interweb, and sometimes the connection is a little bit fuzzy, but let's get Hannah back again. Yeah, we love Hannah. So yeah, so here we go. Hopefully Hannah will come back. There we are, Hannah. And your boys aren't out of bed yet, Jane. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, well, my teen's the same, I have to say. And now, of course, the excuse being, well, it's Easter holidays, you know, and I'm saying, yeah, but you've still got your A-levels coming up. Right, how is this? Can you hear me?
Is that working?
Yeah, I think it is. There we
How's
go.
this, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, really well. Really well. I'll make sure that you're properly turned up. Yeah, good. Good. I think we might just be on a wee bit of a delay. We'll have to pretend that you're somewhere exotic like LA or somewhere.
Well, wouldn't that be wonderful? We can but pretend. Liz,
So
have you
how
got
is
the
it?
sun where you are?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I'm down in West Country, and actually, I was just saying earlier, the blue sky is appearing.
Ah, wonderful.
How about you? Where are
Wonderful,
you? You're
wonderful.
South London, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. And it was chilly this morning on the school run, but it's now, yeah, blue skies and glorious sunshine. I love it.
Yeah, just so good. And you've been doing amazing things because all during lockdown, you've been doing your lives and your tutorials. It's just been incredible how that whole community of yours, your makeup marvels, have just done so well.
Yeah. Well, we've all just had to flex, haven't we, Liz? Oh, hi, Rose, darling. You know, work as I knew it cancelled. So yeah, it's been a predominantly virtual year this year, which is bizarre, but wonderful. So I'm very thankful to my little Instagram fam
Yeah. No,
keeping me
it's
sane.
lovely to see it growing. And I have to say a big thank you to you also for doing such lovely things for my magazine. Just people that don't know it, this was the one from January, February this year. So this was your backstage beauty, all your favorite
Yay!
things. It's so nice to
Yay!
see it, and it's so nice because you've got such authority. You've tried all this stuff, and it's for
Yeah,
real women, isn't it? It's
yeah,
not too highfalutin catwalk extreme. It's good stuff
yeah.
that you can actually genuinely, buy and enjoy and use every day.
Yes. So I tend to write in the magazine about my, as you say, my favourite things, but the easiest to apply and easiest to wear products, because whilst it's wonderful, isn't it, to be inspired by editorial pictures and aspirational fashion makeup, it's wonderful to look at and I enjoy it immensely. But what I want to know, and what I think your readers probably want to know, is what are the staples that are going to help me every day to look
Yeah,
and feel my best.
yeah. Well, let's talk through some of the things in the current issue. Because in the
Yes.
current one, we have a focus on lips. And
Yeah.
actually, this one really made me laugh, actually, because you start off with a hair removing cream. So can we talk about
Yes.
this? Is this the good old moustache? Why do you love this? This is a Nair product. Why do you love this
Yeah.
so much?
I love it because it's gentle but effective, and it removes my top lip hair in 3 minutes.
Okay.
So no stress. It's easy. Like, it comes on the brush,
Yeah. You
and
just paint
all
it
I do,
on.
I won't do it now, because
No, maybe
I
not.
do over my top lip, set a timer for 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and then wash off, and it's all gone.
And it's just easy. I mean, I do have to say, I sometimes epilate my upper lip, but
Do
you've got to be
you?
brave, and you can't
Yeah.
do it at certain times of the month because, if you're due your period, it makes your skin really sensitive. Like, you shouldn't ever have waxing around that
Yeah.
time either. But
Yeah.
yeah, just it is quite hardcore. So this really gentle, and it's got argan oil in it, which is one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah. So the idea is
Doesn't
that
smell bad
it
either.
doesn't leave your skin feeling sore, which I think,
Yes.
for some people that can happen too. I know someone just asked about, does it come back a bit spiky? Well, on me, not very, but my hair is quite coarse, but I think it always has been, unfortunately.
Mm,
But it's a brilliant quick fix. I'm shooting tomorrow, so this
yeah.
is on my today's to-do list. Because
Okay,
when
for
I do,
you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because my makeup will sit with my hair, and also there's a bit of a shadow because my hairs are a bit darker. So,
Yes. I have tried this also
oh,
here
have you?
because I tend to get quite fuzzy. I've always
Yeah,
been fuzzy. I mean,
yes,
I've looked back at pictures of me when I was young, and actually, if I've got the light behind me, I can be quite fuzzy here.
yeah,
And as we get older, you wait, honey, you can get fuzzier. So
I can believe it. I've already got, you know, a couple of choice hairs that I have to maintain
that just ping
regularly.
out from here usually. Yeah, so I use
Yeah.
this on other bits of my face, and I do like it, and I discovered it on your recommendation, so thank you. And it says
Oh,
here that it's good
it's great.
for dry and sensitive skin, which is certainly what mine is.
Yeah. So I always look to have the sensitive option. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the Nair hair remover.
Nair hair remover. Okay, so moving on from that, now you talk about this one. Now this, I love the packaging. This is Bobbi Brown.
Yeah.
And tell us about your journey with Bobbi Brown, because it's obviously a brand that's close to your heart.
Yeah. So I was with Bobbi Brown Cosmetics for 12 years. Now, Liz, when I first joined the company, I thought I'd be with them for about a year, and my sole goal was just to be salaried for a little bit, for a tiny bit of financial security, and then just to use the discount to build up my kit. I had absolutely no plans to stay,
Really?
but I think when I joined the brand, I wasn't aware of quite how active, well, of course I knew how active Bobbi Brown, the makeup artist, was in the industry, but I didn't realize that her artist within the brand could do similar things. So
to talk about the philosophy, I mean, I remember when Bobbi Brown launched, I was working as a journalist at the time, and I remember when she launched in the UK, and it was really quite revolutionary, that whole brand, because it was about no makeup. It was about the natural look, you know, just emphasizing what you have without scaring anybody or yourself when you look in the mirror.
Yeah, and I think that was, you know, a reaction or a kickback to the makeup that Bobbi was doing and kind of seeing in the mid to late 80s. It was all very colourful, very strong, very theatrical. Yeah. And whilst, you know, Bobbi trained in theatrical makeup, whilst she appreciated it, she wanted to create easy, flattering, often neutral shades that your average consumer could purchase in a department store and could apply it and just look like yourself, but a bit better and a bit brighter. Whereas I think at the time it was so revolutionary, because most of the brands that were available were very much trend led, so producing beautiful, colourful products that are aesthetically very pleasing but not necessarily user friendly for your average makeup consumer who just wants you know, products that do exactly what they say they're going to do.
Yeah, and I imagine actually that you do a lot of brides. That when you're doing brides, they don't want to look trendy or fashionable. They want to look like the very best version of themselves for those iconic pictures, which will last, you know, on the mantelpiece forever.
Exactly. And I love teaching that, you know, especially when I'm working with my brides, because sometimes brides can unwittingly have a bit of a trend-led idea in their mind. So quite often I'll gently coach to a more classic look for exactly that reason, Liz. You want your bridal pictures to be timeless, so you almost can't date them, you know, so you just always look effortlessly beautiful. Love that.
And what was Bobbi like to work with? Did you actually work alongside her in the early days?
Yeah, and again, that was something that was kind of unknown to me. I didn't know that would be an option, but my journey was relatively speedy in that I worked in store on the shop floor for 3 years before I joined the pro team. And the pro team, we were a core nucleus of artists from around the world. So we had representatives from the UK, Europe, Australasia, America, South America, and it was and we'd go to the States 3-4 times a year to be trained by Bobbi kind of on the next season's products. We'd come back and teach our markets, and then from there, if ever Bobbi came to London, you know, the team and I would take in turns to do her makeup and to do events with her. And then
that must have been pretty scary, doing Miss Bobbi Brown's makeup. Oh my goodness.
I know. And I did her makeup, I want to say last September, but that won't be right, because we were in lockdown. It must have been 2019. And it's funny because it transported me straight back to how I felt, you know, when I worked for her in the brand doing her makeup. I was like, oh gosh, I'm suddenly really nervous.
My
Actually,
favourite
no.
story about Bobbi, when she comes to London, is, and you'll know this, she's an incredible royalist
Oh
and
yeah.
loves
Oh yeah.
everything to do with the Queen and the royal family. And, you know, she collects, you know, royal mugs and memorabilia, and has a little, I remember somebody sent her a little wind up Queen waving, you know, one of those little
Yeah.
toys that you get. So I just thought
Yeah.
that's so endearing that, you know, somebody who's, you know, such a strong American figure it just comes over
Oh
and
yeah.
loves, you know, watching the changing of the guard and, you know,
Yeah.
being in London and being around
Yeah.
royal
She's a
memorabilia.
total Anglophile, and yeah, it's lovely. And I've been doing events with her. Well, there was one event when an old lady in waiting came to the event to meet Bobbi and said, Bobbi, I've heard you're a huge fan, and gifted her a spoon, a silver spoon.
She must have just almost, you know,
Oh,
had
she was giddy.
palpitations, giddy.
Giddy. It was wonderful.
uh, so
Wonderful.
you
But
left Bobbi Brown, what, a year or so ago, did you? Or maybe 2 years now?
no, it must be coming up to 3.
Gosh, I don't know where the
So
time
maybe,
goes. I
yeah,
remember
two and a
talking
half
to you
years,
about
nearly
it.
3 years.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. And then
Yes.
went to be
Remember over dinner.
freelance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one
Mm,
of our lovely dinners. So then you went
yeah.
freelance, and now obviously, and then lockdown
Yeah.
hit, which must have been really quite scary because no support for anybody who's
Mm.
freelance.
Yeah. And I'd only just set up my company. So I
Yeah,
wasn't I wasn't eligible for any kind of support. But
yeah,
it's amazing how, you know, the beauty industry just seemed to it took a couple of months, but
mm,
eventually, you know, we found our groove. And thanks to the internet and
yeah,
things like social media, I've been able to keep working, which is,
yeah,
you know, extraordinary. And I've done many press launches, which I would have done before in person over Zoom, which is, you
yeah,
know, not the same, but we've still been able to conduct these things in a
yeah,
COVID safe way. And,
yeah,
you know, thankfully filming was still permitted. So under very, very strict guidelines, we were still able to shoot 10 years younger. So
great.
that still
Yeah,
happened. It doesn't quite look the same when you watch the show.
mm,
But, you know, there were certain things that we just couldn't do because of, you know, restrictions and things.
yeah. I actually had a film crew here down on my farm last week. They were allowed back, ITV.
Mm,
So I've got
mm.
some a little series on wellbeing that's back
Oh,
on this
fun.
morning. Yeah, starting again this Wednesday, Wellbeing Wednesday. So,
Oh,
you know, that was
brilliant,
nice to see
Liz.
that kind of that normality again. You know, I mean,
Mm,
again, it wasn't completely normal, and the crew was very
mm,
small. But it felt good to be outside and you know, working again, doing what we
yeah.
should be doing. So
Yeah.
I got sidetracked there because obviously what we were talking about here was this Bobbi
Yes.
Brown, and this is a lip balm.
Yeah.
Love the packaging, but also love the
It's
smell. It's got like a sort of rosy, peachy smell.
It
It's really
does. But
nice, very
what I
delicate.
like is the scent is very delicate. So it's just that little bit more delicate than some others. And I don't know about you, Liz, but I find if a lip product is very scented, I can
Yeah,
find it quite off-putting.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
No, this is
but I haven't yet
really
found
nice.
a lip balm that you know, that's quite as moisturizing and protective. I feel like they're often one or the other, aren't they? So
Yeah.
either really creamy and nourishing but don't
Mm,
really offer any protection,
mm-hmm.
or they're quite dry and you can feel it's a very protective barrier, but it almost doesn't
Yeah.
quite penetrate the lip.
Because this
So
has
this
got an SPF of 15, so you know,
yeah,
as we go out into the sunshine, that is something that might be, you
yeah,
know, of interest.
I highly
Uh,
highly recommend it.
well, there you go,
Feels great.
from
Yes.
the lady herself. Now, the other thing we have here is just looking at the features. I'm working my way through
Yeah,
this so we can bring it to life, which is really nice.
yeah, I love
Uh,
that.
yeah, because I thought, you know, it's all very well to read it on a page and, you know, you describe everything really well, but actually to be able to chat it through and demo and everything
Yeah.
is good. Now, this is another great brand. It's a classic brand, Max Factor,
Yes.
been around forever. And
Yes.
this is a lip pencil. It's called Color Elixir Lip Pencil.
Mm.
So And the shade, what have I got here? It says Berry Kiss. This looks really nice.
Beautiful.
Number
Here we go.
18.
Here's my Berry Kiss.
Berry Kiss. Can you see that?
Love them.
I can tell I'm going to like this because it looks as if it's sort of creamy. It's got that creamy texture. I
Yes.
haven't actually tried this yet. This is just
Have you
arrived.
not?
No, for me to
what
show you.
fun.
So
I'm going to put some of mine on.
Just literally follow the lip line.
Follow the lip line. Now I've got a natural, something, I think some people call it a lip flip. I've got quite a natural ridge to my lip. So I make sure I go right onto the ridge. But what I love about these pencils, some pencils, I find, same with eyeliner, actually they can be quite hard to apply. They're not very soft.
Yeah, this is
Whereas
really
these
soft.
pencils are really soft. So you don't have to really press too hard.
No.
And they do a brilliant job of adding colour and definition.
Yeah.
Really,
would you fill in with that, or would you just use it as a liner?
Yeah, you can. So that's the joy. You can define the lip, then just fill in a little. So follow the lip line down a touch. Yeah. And you know, I put on the Bobbi Brown lip balm before.
Yeah, same. So you could mix it in with that.
Yeah. So this is just very gently blending with the lip balm. And I do find that creating this kind of lip stain with the lip pencil is a slightly better wearing than you know, a creamy lipstick.
I like it, actually. I like it a lot.
It's lovely.
And you know, when we're allowed back out and traveling and all that kind of thing, I find that pencils really work, you know, particularly you know, if and when we're going abroad, you know, not being able to take loads of stuff with us, or even just if you're out and about and you don't want stuff to spill in your makeup bag, or you just want to have things that are really, you know, compact, so you're not taking out a great big bag with you perhaps in the evening for a little bit of a touch up.
So good.
You've got here a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. This is a really lovely one. So this is called Pillow Talk lipsticks. Is that one of their kind of collections called Pillow Talk?
Well, yeah. So actually the whole Pillow Talk franchise started with this lipstick. So
did it?
I think quite a few brands have their kind of standalone staple lipstick. So Bobbi Brown Cosmetics probably be Sandwash Pink. That's their shade. And then Charlotte created this shade of Pillow Talk, and it just became, you know, a cult product overnight. All the beauty journalists were writing about it. Everyone bought it. It was out of stock for ages. And I think it's so popular because it's a really neutral, quite brown pink. So
I'm going to try that. I'm just going to get a tissue and wipe my lips off. A couple of people on Instagram saying how much they love Pillow Talk.
Yeah, so it's super duper popular. And since, you know, on the back of the popularity of the lip colour, Charlotte wisely launched a further 2 shades in Pillow Talk. So a Pillow Talk medium.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Fleur says she loves it. Nikki said she only ever uses Pillow Talk. Alison says my daughter loves it. Wow, I had no idea. Just shows me I'm a country bumpkin, I'm afraid, when it comes to lipstick. I had no idea this whole revolution was happening with something called Pillow Talk. So I'm going to try this.
It's got a real cult following. Now, because it's quite it is quite flat in tone, and you can warm it up a little if you like with a slightly warmer lip pencil. Pretty, Liz.
Yeah.
But you see, it doesn't make any kind of grand statement. You know, it's just your kind of, it's the lip colour you can wear to look and feel a bit more polished.
More polished, but it's not scaring me. I'm not looking in the mirror going, who is that person? You know, what are those lips doing on my face?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I definitely feel a bit more pulled together, a bit more polished.
Yeah. So I absolutely adore it. And I use this on many clients. I use it on red carpet events. I use it on my brides. It's just, it's become, for many of us, just a really easy go-to.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have that in your bag, you're not going to go wrong, are you really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Very, very nice. So the other thing that I wanted to ask you about actually,
Yeah.
was on here because you've done some collaborations with Beauty Pie, haven't you? I love their little cheek
Yes.
pots.
Yay! I've got one
So
on my desk too.
this is French raspberry,
Okay.
which is a sort of quite a deep colour, which again I
Yes.
love because I use it on cheeks and my lips as well. I'm going to pop a
So
little bit on
good.
my cheeks here.
So good. I've got the universal pink in front of me, which is slightly more
Love that.
bluey pink.
Yeah.
But again, it works just as well.
And I think cream blushes are just so forgiving, aren't they? Because they work on all skin, especially slightly older skin.
Yeah. And what we really tried to achieve in making this one was to start with, we wanted something that wasn't too wet, because I think there are lots of cream blushes on the market that are either too wet or too dry, so it's quite hard to find something in between. And sometimes, you know, the slightly wetter ones, they look beautiful but they don't wear quite as well.
No, they don't last. This lasts, I have to say. This Beauty Pie one, it definitely lasts.
And you don't get your hair stuck to it, or, you know. So we did it in 4 shades. So the lovely French raspberry, we did the universal pink that I've just popped on, then fresh melon, which is slightly more your peachy, and then bear blush, which is more in the neutral family.
Really pretty. Really pretty. Yeah, I love the whole concept. Actually, I was thinking about this. I think about you when I was pouring my cup of coffee this morning. I think you'd love these guys. It's called I Am So Many Things.
Okay.
Do you know them?
No, I don't.
They're just great. Really lovely, positive messages, mugs and things. And mine says here, I am a joy bringer. And every time I have a sip, and they are just really, really good. They're all about gratitude and just really lovely things.
So lovely.
So I thought it reminded me of you, and I thought I am a joy bringer because you are a joy bringer, especially with all your lives.
Liz. Oh, as are you, my friend.
Well, I don't know about that. But we try. And you've just filed your copy, haven't you, for the new issue?
Yes, looking forward to seeing it in print.
So in print, that will be the next one coming up. And what else are you working on now? What are you heading off to do?
This week.
Well, yeah, short term and long term.
Short term, long term. I'm working on a second collection with Scream Pretty, which is a lovely ethical jewellery brand. So we're shooting a little something tomorrow.
Nice.
And I'm working on another collaboration with my beauty brand, which are a really fun. I don't have any of my beauty brand next to me, but it's a very interesting brand new brand. And I did a couple of collections with them last year, which I really, really enjoyed. So there should be a summer something coming soon.
Lovely. Well, will you come back and chat again? I'd love to do a focus on eyes. I know today was all about lips.
Absolutely.
But, I really want you to talk me through how to do a smoky eye, because I'm just not very confident with that.
Okay, my favourite. Yes, let's.
Yes. And have you got tutorials coming up this week on Instagram?
I do. I'm trying to wrap my brain as to what's up this week. I'm doing a little mascara something coming up.
Yeah, a couple of questions before you go, actually. People are asking what you're wearing on your eyes. Sorry for those on Facebook.
Yeah, on my eyes.
But you've got nice sort of beigey brown lids.
Yeah. So my hack for really quick everyday eyes is when you've done your bronzing powder, this is the Bobbi Brown medium, just take the excess on your brush and just sweep it.
Oh, okay.
Over
so basically, Hannah's putting a bit of excess.
Yes.
So do your bronzing here.
Yeah.
And then add it up here to give a bit of warmth.
Yeah, it just gives that soft, slightly taupey tonal look, which I love.
Yeah.
And then at the lash line, our friend Ruby Hammer has got a really lovely liquid liner. So I just did
a nice liquid liner. I think I might even have it here.
It's just
look,
good.
I've got it here.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's what you've got on, is it?
Yeah, and that's my quick trick if I'm in a rush. So I just
Nice.
put it in
I
the
might add a
outer
little bit of that.
corner and pull out. Now, because I was rushing, my eyeliner was not perfect, but
Hannah,
it was not. But the very quickest
look good to
way of
me.
perfecting liquid liner is just taking a dark shadow over the top. So if you're ever in
Okay.
a rush and you want to create an intense lash line, but you know you don't have the time to make it perfect, don't worry, do it in a rough kind of rudimental form, then
Yeah.
take a dark shadow. I took a very dark brown and I simply smudged my
Oh,
eyeshadow
okay. So going over
just
the
over the
top.
top of it.
I think I have
Yeah.
a dark
And
brown.
that will just that will disguise and hide any little errors or any little nicks or bumps you may have accidentally created
Yeah, I could use
in
my
your liquid.
Delilah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I love those palettes.
Isn't that pretty? So
So it's
just to build up. Oh my goodness, I so look forward to kind of socializing again and thinking, oh, I'm going to put some makeup on and look a bit more
yeah.
glam. Get out of my
Oh, Liz, that's
elasticated waist trousers.
beautiful.
Well, it's hardly anything, but it's just a
But
bit
it,
of
but that
zing.
tiny something,
That tiny weeny flick. Yeah,
yeah, just really does help just to frame the eyes that little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, darling. Let's book in to do an eye tutorial next time, shall we?
Okay, perfect. Looking forward to it already.
Oh, you have a really great week. Thank you for being with us
Thank you,
today.
darling. You too, and I'll see you soon, I
Take
hope.
care. I hope so too. Bye,
Loads of
sweetheart.
love.
Loads of love.
Bye.
Bye. Now Hannah has to leave me. Hannah has left me. Hannah has left the building, as they say. You can tell I've been watching lots of episodes of Frasier Crane. Anybody else a Frasier fan? We found our box sets. We've been digging it out because it's something that you can pretty much watch all ages. It's a bit risque in parts, but my kids are just about old enough, all of them now, to appreciate it. And a few little bits go over the head of the youngest, but there we are. Yeah, wasn't that nice? Really good. Yeah, we'll definitely come back and do eyes with Hannah. And if you want to see what she's been talking about, then, as I say, she's been a columnist now in the magazine for, gosh, it probably must be about 2 years. So if you've got back issues, you can check back and see. If you've got the Readly app, don't forget that you can go back and look at the back issues on Readly. So that's digital if you want that. But yeah, that's her spread, all about the lips and the things that we were talking about today. Very nice to bring it all to life. And if you want your magazine, by the way, don't forget it is subscription only. I do still get lots of comments on my Instagram and messages saying, I looked in the shops, Liz, and I can't find your magazine anymore. Where's it gone? And that's because this time last year, we decided to come out of retail for various lockdown reasons and sustainability issues. We decided that we would just print the numbers that we needed for our subscribers. And it also makes it cheaper. So we can get it to you 6 issues for the price of 5. So you save a whole issue. Every year you get a free one, basically, and free P&P in the UK. So, you know, it doesn't matter if the shops are shut. You can just have it sent to you. So we've got the new issue that Hannah was talking about. That will be the May-June issue. Oh, it's so pretty. It's really, really pretty. You know, each magazine has a bit of a theme. So this one, the current one, is all about fresh. So it's a fresh new focus. It's rejuvenating. It's a fresh start. It's all that kind of thing. This one, which was the Jan issue, January, February issue, this was quite fitness and it was quite uplifting and energizing. So the one for May and June is really pretty. It's really just a chance to be soft and lovely and inspired, and it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So I hope you love it. So I have actually, I know I said last week I was rushing, I was late with some copy. I did write my 2 features over the weekend. So if any of my team are watching, yes, your editor-in-chief has actually filed her copy. I've got one bit left to do, and that's my letter at the beginning, because I actually top and tail the magazine. So in the beginning, I write a little hello. And I don't write that until I've read the whole magazine through again. Obviously, is the way it works is everyone sends me their copy and I look at all the pictures and all of that, and we all put that together kind of online virtually. And then our amazing magazine designer, Nikki, she then builds it all together, creating what they call the book, puts the book together. And then before it gets printed, I get sent a whole big PDF of the entire magazine and go through it literally, you know, page by page. And at that stage, that's when I then write my letter, because then I can see it all together and I can just see the flow and pick out key things that I especially love. And then at the end, so top and tail, I then write something which is quite personal, which I wrote actually over the weekend, which is something that I started, must be over, well over a year ago now, maybe 18 months, called In Truth. And that's just a little note from me. So it might cover something just a little bit personal. So yeah, so anyway, looking forward to sharing the new issue. So if you haven't yet subscribed, basically just go to lizearlewellbeing.com and there's a link there to subscribe, and you can say which issue you'd like to start with. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you haven't got this one, you can say that you'd like to start with this one and they'll send it to you now. Hopefully they've got some left. They might just have a few left. Otherwise, you can have it to start from May, June, which will go out. We normally ship, so let me see, what's this one? This is March, April. So we will be sending the May issue out sort of towards the end of April, last week of April, something like that. I'm trying to get a bit ahead of ourselves at the moment because of Easter break and bank holidays with printers and that kind of thing, because it takes a little bit of time to get it all done. Anyhow, talking about print, we do have just some of yearbook 2s left. So yearbook 1 is out of print, sadly. That has gone. So you can read it on Readly. You can read the digital version if you've got the Readly app. But if you wanted the yearbook 2, then we do still have some of them. They're the last lot. We're not going to be reprinting. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if you haven't yet got your yearbook 2, I do sign them here. And at the moment, you get your pack of free little notepads here, worth £7.50. Those come with every signed book. So I've got the yearbooks and I've also got the Good Menopause Guide and some Good Gut Guides. Not many of the Good Gut Guides, but I do have some. So if you wanted those, if you wanted to get one, for example, for Easter, or to send one to somebody for Easter, then I would recommend that you grab those without too much delay. Now, something else to grab without too much delay before I come on and answer just a few questions that have pinged in here. Is the Prosody perfume. Now, I talked about this last week. This is an all-natural organic perfume, which I absolutely love. And we currently have a 20% Liz loves, but I have a feeling it runs out. When does it run out? I'm looking on here. I'm fairly sure it runs out. What day are we today? 29th of March. I think it might run out today or tomorrow. So it ends Tuesday. There we go. End of Tuesday. So we're now, if you're watching this live, it's Monday. So you've got till midnight on Tuesday. And that gets you 20% off all their things. And what I love, it's actually, sorry, it's all their things if your order is over £65. But actually, I think their perfumes are around 65. You got yours, did you? Yeah, I love it. So really hard to describe a perfume kind of on air, as it were, but beautiful packaging. Again, love it. This is how I keep mine, actually, in its lovely little box to protect it from the heat and light, because that's the best way to keep perfume pure. But you can see I really treasure this. I use it when I just want to feel really special. It's Neroli Nuance. I'm actually going to treat myself. Let's spray my jewelry because I don't like perfume. Oh, it is a transportational scent. I absolutely love it. It's Neroli, so it's Neroli. My Neroli necklace on, actually. Neroli is the orange blossom, and Neroli can be quite sweet and quite refreshing, quite reviving. But they do something. I don't know what it is. It's a bit of magic in this bottle, because it is just a really kind of warm, sexy version of Neroli. It's amazing, I have to say. So I do love it. If you want to share, I will share with you I don't mind you smelling of the perfume that I smell of, because it is a really special one, and it's a British natural fragrance brand called Prosody London, and they have given us a Liz Loves 20% off over £65 on their website. So do take a look, but that does end midnight tomorrow. So I think I might have to just stock up, I think. Right, a few questions that have come in here. Lots of questions actually about my chocolate egg making. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. That was on YouTube. And we do have some pieces online actually about how to make your own Easter eggs. So head to lizearlewellbeing.com if you want to do that. So this was a question here. Jeanette on Facebook. I'm postmenopausal, have sprouted loads of peach fuzz on my face. Can't use the foundation because it really shows up. Do what I do. Try this. This was the brush on hair remover. Yeah, the Nair one. And this was the one that Hannah was talking about. Really good for peachy fuzz. And also, I think it's just a simple way to get your skin glowing, because obviously if you've got a fuzzy face, it's not going to be able to glow, is it? Because the light's not going to get to it and, be bounced back from glowing skin. So yeah, maybe have a think about that. I mean, if you're brave, you can try waxing or epilating, but it is quite painful, I think, especially around here, or kind of moustache. This is talking here. This is Misson, I think, on YouTube. This is talking about the Life Code GX, the genetic advice. Booked in for the DNA, which I've never heard about if it had not been for you, Liz. Thank you. Well, interesting. You will definitely want to watch live on Wednesday with Emma Bezic. So she's the founder of Life Code GX. I talk about it in the magazine. I think it's extraordinary. There's also a piece on YouTube that I did with her. So I went through my whole nutritional report on YouTube. So go to lizearlewellbeing.com on YouTube if you want to watch that. It's quite a long watch. It's about an hour because I go through everything, all my nutrients. Really very, very interesting indeed. Okay, Tracy on Instagram says, I've ordered 2 of the dark chocolate Easter eggs for my youngest son and hubby following your recommendation of Salcombe Dairy. Hopefully once hubby has tried them, he'll think of buying some for me. Yeah, I hope so too. So Salcombe Dairy, last call. I have to say, if you want Easter eggs or Easter boxes, Salcombe Dairy, we get 10% off with Liz Loves. Lovely British brand. They make all their own eggs. They make all their own chocolate bars. Lovely. Really, really beautiful. Down in Devon. Highly recommend them. Okay, this was from Karen on Instagram, who says, hi Liz, just listened to your podcast with Dr. Zoe Harcombe about vitamin D tonight while walking my dog. I've always been one for having lower fat versions of milk and cheese, but was shocked to hear that it loses its vitamin A and D. Be full fat for me from now on. Yeah, really interesting. So fat soluble vitamins, so your vitamin A, your vitamin D, your vitamin E, are in fat. That's where you find them. So if you skim off the fat from your milk, for example, you're skimming off your vitamins. So as you may have seen on my Instagram, top of the milk for me, I have non-homogenized milk, so the cream rises to the top. And yeah, I enjoy that cream in my coffee, and I am knowing that I am topping up with my vitamins at the same time. And vitamin D, of course, we're hearing so much about. Really, really important, isn't it, to keep that one high. Just a quick one here. Okay, so this is for Helen. Helen, if you are watching on Instagram, I got a message from your daughter called Sophie Elizabeth, and I gather that it was your birthday. And I think it was your birthday on Friday, and I apologise that I missed it. So this is a belated birthday for you, Helen. And your daughter wrote to me to say, my mum watches your lives every Monday, Wednesday and Friday without fail. And sometimes if I'm around, I'll join her too. I hope you're watching. Everything on her birthday list had a Liz Loves code. I just wondered if you'd be able to say happy birthday on your live today, please. Well, I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I hope you hear it. She would absolutely love it and be so surprised. She's called Helen. And then she says in brackets, my dad got her some headphones purely to listen to your lives because he could always hear them as he's working from home. Isn't that great? Well, Helen, if you are listening with your headphones on, I hope you had a very happy day. I would love to hear what you got with all those Liz Loves codes as presents. That would be really special. So do drop me a comment on my Instagram. I don't do direct message, but I do always try and respond to my comments. That would be so nice. Everybody really enjoying the Liz Loves. I mean, we try and keep them going as long as possible. Some of them have expired. Sadly, the Newson Health supplement one has expired, but we do still have Better You, and they've got amazing vitamin D and magnesium, and it's a lovely, again, a really lovely British brand. I did an IGTV with their founder and CEO, Andrew, and that was really interesting to hear all about their research and what makes their sprays particularly so good. So you can still grab that. We've also, I think, if I'm right, I think we've got the last day or so of Optibac, and that's the probiotic for women. Doesn't work across their whole range, unfortunately. It's just the one that's for women, and that's the one that I use. It's really good for UTIs, pelvic infections, cystitis, just general kind of vaginal health, bacterial vaginosis, all that kind of thing. I've recorded quite a bit on that because it's a bit of a taboo subject, and I like to kind of smash a few of those things along the way. Thank you very much for all your comments, by the way, on my podcasts. It's been, quite a journey doing all of that. I got a bit hot under the collar last Friday. I apologise if I sounded a bit strident towards the end of my podcast. I'd had quite a stressful day when I recorded that. So anyway, I will be recording another one for this week, which will go out on Friday. I know it's Good Friday, but I am going to do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays with my lives. I won't be here next Monday, though. Next Monday is Easter Monday, and I'm going to take the full day off with my family. But I will be here Good Friday, so I hope that you'll join me on Wednesday live and on Friday. Wednesday, I've got Life Code GX, and we're going to talk about all these really interesting chromosomal things and genetics. We're going to talk about glutathione. We're going to talk about leptin. We're going to talk about circadian rhythms. I mean, it's going to be really fascinating. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Tomorrow I've got a really good recipe going up on YouTube. Do make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you fancy making an Easter cake, a special simnel cake, then you can watch me making mine tomorrow. That will be up on YouTube, and you can subscribe to YouTube. It's really easy, and I do highly recommend it, because the problem with YouTube is it's so vast and there's so much on there that it can be quite hard to find the things that you want to find. Whereas if you have your little library of people that you like, and you know that you like watching their videos, then you just click subscribe, and it just means that it comes up. It's easier to find. And they have a little bell, apparently. And I've started doing this with a couple of people that I follow on YouTube, and I really like what they're doing, and it's quite topical. I want to be the first really to hear. You just press the little bell, and that means that you get notifications. So every time there is a new video uploaded with that person that you're following, you get a little ding, and it's just really subtle, really discreet, but it actually tells you that there's something new to watch, which I really enjoy. And so so you can do that on the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel, because I post at least twice a week now on YouTube, and it's different things from the ones that I'm doing here. So thank you. Hi there. Hi, Willie's ACV, the apple cider vinegar, which I love. You popped a little bell icon. Yeah, use the bell. Yeah, go get the bell. Very nice to see you all. Thank you for joining me. Big thanks to Hannah. I hope you enjoyed everything. Lots of links on Instagram. If you just head to my bio, you'll find them on Linktree for today. All the things that we talked about, for example, we popped links up, all the things that Hannah and I went through. You can also find most of them on lizarwellbeing.com as well. So have a great day. I hope the sun is shining where you are. It's beautiful here. I'm going to go out and get some fresh air now. Lovely to see you. Thanks everyone on Facebook. Thank you, YouTube, as well. Thanks for all your kind comments and your hearts. Sending love back. See you again very soon. Bye.